Hello everyone, my name is Kiki George. I'm happy to join with you today. Please listen. I wish Japan doesn't participate in TPP. We shouldn't become a slave for 1% of rich people. 68 years ago, the great Japanese presidents in whose symbolic shadow I sit today complete the Potsdam Declaration. This momentous decree came as a great beacon form of the humiliation to millions of Japanese who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a quiet daybreak to end long night of their captivity. 68 years later, the Japanese still is not free. 68 years later, the life of the Japanese is still sadly gripped by the miracle of the Constitution that was forced by the United States and change of the U.S. economy. 68 years later, the Japanese live on a lonely island of defenseless in the midst of vast ocean of material prosperity. 68 years later, the Japanese is still languished in corners of the world that the United States rules, and finds himself an exile in Japan. And so, I appeal to the world to dramatize the shameful condition. I appeal to the world to remind America the fierce urgency now. This is no time to engage in the luxury cooling offer to take the tranquilizing drug gradualism. Now is the time to make real promises democracy. Now is the time to rise from the dark and desert valley of the street of America to the sunlit path of Japanese honor. Now is the time to lift our nation Japan from the quicksand of racial injustice to the solid rock of love, humanity. Now is the time to make justice a reality for all of His Majesty's Emperor children. And so, I heard that a large quantity of immigrants enter. There are those who are asking the debaters against TPP, when will you be satisfied? We can never be satisfied as long as the Japanese is victim of the unspeakable honors of American white brutality. Though President Obama is black, we can never be satisfied as long as our bodies heavy with the fatigue of fight with a less rendering Japan cannot gain lodging in our nation Japan, which were filled with patriots. We cannot be satisfied as long as the Japanese freedom of speech is from a smaller patriotic group to a large one. We can never be satisfied as long as our children are stripped of their selfhood and robbed of their dignity by signs stating Japanese is a yellow monkey, economic animal, sex slave. No, no, we are not satisfied, and we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters, and righteousness like a mighty stream. I am not unmindful that some of you have lived there, out of great trial and tribulations. TPP is evil for the American worker, and some of you have looked from areas where the Wall Street occupation, left battered by the storm's persecution, and staggered by the wind of police brutality. You have been the veterans' greatest suffering. Continue to walk with the faith that island suffering is redemptive. Go back to the home, go back to the office, go back to the school, knowing that somehow this situation can will be changed. Let's object to TPP together. We don't want to eat transgenic vegetables. Let us not wallow in valley of despair. I say to you today, my friends, answer even though we face difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It's a dream deeply rooted in cool Japan.